So in this video, I'm going to be talking about this relaxer. Okay, this is called PHYTO Pacific Index 1, which is made for fine hair, frizzy and coiled fine hair. That's what's written on the package. This is not a popular relaxer. I think in the States it's popular, but in England and Ireland it's not really popular because this relaxer is quite expensive. Okay, this relaxer retails for 35 or even 40 pounds. It's really expensive. Now, you all know that I have obviously I've Texlaxed my hair. Yes, that's what I've done. I've Texlaxed my hair and I used this relaxer to Texlax my hair. Now, I had to do thorough research because you know my background. I've had relaxers that have actually damaged my scalp and damaged my hair, and it took a long time for me to recover. So before I Texlax my hair, I had to do a lot of research to look for a relaxer that was healthy and that would be okay and appropriate for my hair, because I have fine hair anyway. So I have to be really careful with the type of relaxer that I use. Now, this relaxer claims to be plant-based. It doesn't have that much chemical as other relaxers. I'm not going to get into the whole chemical stuff because your girl don't know science. So I'm just going to keep it on a very, facial level in a way that me and you can understand. Yeah, let's get into it. So first, you obviously get your, what's it called? Your straightening cream. Then you get the Bond or milky restructure, whatever. It basically to make sure that the bonds and the pH level and all that kind of stuff. Then you get the neutralizing shampoo. And then you get the, what's this one for again? Oh yeah, this is to mix in with the actual relaxer. You know, the bit that you do in the beginning. And then you get some, balm. Okay, now this balm is not enough for anyone who's got a big head, so you're gonna have to buy Vaseline, or maybe the what's that relaxer called? Oh gosh, it's purple and they actually have one for scalp. I'll try, if I remember I'll talk about it. Anyway, that's what you get in the pack. Now, the thing that I love with this company, I think it's made in France. The thing I love about this company is they've put it in mind that if you want to retouch the new growth, they've actually done some markings on the product where you can only use half. Okay, obviously, if you're going to Texlax the whole hair for the first time, you're going to use the whole thing. But if you want to do a retouch for the new growth, they've put a mark here. So here there's a mark where it says half, and you just use half for the new growth, and the other half you can keep it for the next one. And they've done that for everything that they've put in the pack. They've done it for this one as well. There's a half bit here. They didn't really do it for this one, but that's not really something to worry about. And they also did it for the neutralizing shampoo as well. They've put half there. So it's really good in helping you figure out how much you need for the new growth instead of you wasting the product. Now, one thing that surprised me about this product was when I used it for the first time to Texlax my whole hair, because I did it myself, it didn't straighten my hair like bone straight, but it just took my hair from 4C to like 4A. That's what it did. So it kept the integrity of the hair. It did not go bone straight. When I was applying it in the beginning, at first I thought, is this actually doing something? Because I don't see my hair, changing texture. Until I started washing it out, then I realized, sorry. And then I realized, it's doing the job, right? The second thing that I also noticed is that it's really not harsh at all. It's not harsh at all. You don't get burns and all that kind of stuff, because I've also used this relaxer on my mom's hair who's very, very coarse, and it did the same thing and it did not burn her scalp at all. Now, I put the relaxer on my hair for 13 minutes. I timed it 13 minutes because like I said, I don't want to fully relax it bone straight. I just want to texlax. But from other people that I've seen on TikTok who've used it, they've also said the same thing, that the hair just doesn't go bone straight. So that's one thing I like about it. It keeps the integrity of the hair, and it's really good for fine hair as well. The only thing is, when you do wash this relaxer out of your hair, it does smell like a rotten egg. So if you got problems with fragrances in your hair products, that's something, it doesn't bother me because it's not a lasting smell. Like, it's just when you wash it. The neutralizing shampoo does not smell like egg. It's when you wash the relaxer off the hair that it smells like egg. Once you start using the neutralizing shampoo, the smell is gone. So it's really not that bad. I think that is pretty much it with this relaxer. So this particular one is for fine hair, index 1. Apparently they used to have index 2, which was for coarse hair, but they have discontinued it. I have used this one on my mom's hair, which is fine and really, really coarse. And it did the same thing. It took her hair from, well, because her hair was really, really coarse, it took her hair from 4C to 4B. Okay, so she's a 4B. But for me, because I have fine hair and the product is for fine hair, it took my hair from 4C to 4A. Okay, so in case you have coarse hair and you're trying to figure out whether you should use it or not, I would still advise you to, because I just love the fact that it keeps the integrity of the hair. And that's really what you want. You don't want the hair to be limping and doing all that kind of stuff. You really want to keep the integrity of the hair. Now, if you want to go bone straight, you can go bone straight with it. How do I know? Because when I was texlaxing my hair, when I did the retouch, which was about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, yeah, some of the retouch kind of stayed a bit longer because the water wasn't popping out of my bathroom long enough, and so some bits were bone straight. So that's how I know it could go bone straight on fine hair. I don't know about coarse hair if it will do the same thing. Okay, so I think that is all I have to say about this relaxer. Like I said, it's really, really expensive. That's why it's not popular. You don't see people talk about it, but I think it's really worth the money because it's a healthier version than all the other ones that people are buying in the little corner beauty shops. This one is more healthy, and especially if you're somebody who's relaxing or retouching your hair at home, you really want something that is healthy. You don't want something that is quick to damage or quick to ruin, in case you run out of time, or the water in the bathroom isn't running out, or you want something that is safe. Okay, so I highly recommend it. I know it's expensive, but like I said, it's not something you're gonna buy all the time. So I don't see it as expensive if it does what it's supposed to do. That's really it for this video. That's it for this review.